So, you want to launch your book to success? So do I. Hi, my name is Jay Sharpe, and welcome to my A Writer's Journey video series, on which I'm going to document the launch of my post-apocalyptic novel, Eden. See what I've learned, will learn, and the mistakes I made along the way prior, during, and after the launch. So keep watching, and please don't forget to subscribe. Hi guys, so in a previous video already explained a little bit about an email list and how important that is, but I wanted to show you how I use it and how I created one. So let me just get this out of the way for a second. There we go. So first things first. So what I use as an email provider, of course you can do this through your own website, of course, but if you use an email provider, it's a little bit easier and you get more tools and a little bit more help. Now there's several providers you can use. I use MailChimp. So let me go about MailChimp. The good thing about MailChimp is, let me just log in right here. All right, the good thing about MailChimp is that it's free for at least for the first 2,000 subscribers. After that, you need to pay a bit. So maybe in the long term, it's maybe not the best route to take. You also have, well, there are plenty of others. You can Google them. But with most others, you already start paying from the beginning. So it's just a preference for yourself. I started out with MailChimp like 5 years ago. I haven't done much with it. I sent it out a couple of newsletters in Dutch, but I actually start using it a little bit more the last few weeks since I know that I'm going to upload my books to KDP. So I don't have that many followers. I have like almost 400 contracts, almost 389 subscribers. So I'm just starting out. They're very active though, so that's good. I have like a 20, 30, 40% around that number of people actually open my emails, and it doesn't seem a lot to me at first, but it's supposed to be the 20, 30, 40% who actually open them is very high. So I'm glad with that. So I just use MailChimp for that. You can make campaigns to make a new newsletter, create an email, you can create a website, landing page. So there are more things you can do, make a sign-up form as well. What I did, I used them for an email. So every time I want to make an email with new events that I'm going to, or if a new book comes out, or other information, like once a month, I make an email and send that out to all my subscribers. I haven't made a landing page because I use my website as a landing page, and I did make a sign-up form, and I think I can show you if I go to my website, Sharpe books.com. I think if I done it correctly, you shouldn't be able to recognize me. So this is my website. I think this should be able to be a pop-up bar in a second. There we go. So this is my pop-up bar. So I set this up through MailChimp. So every time if new people come to my website, you'll see this. Join my mailing list and get my story In the Arms of My Love completely free. And as a member, you'll be the first to know the news about writings, translations, events. But also, in addition, you unlock exclusive benefits like links to free books giveaways and every monthly newsletter. I'll come back to this in a second, the free book giveaways. And I have this section here in Dutch as well, because of course I have a lot of Dutch people follow me as well, and I don't want to exclude them. I write my newsletters in English. I've done so that I started that like a couple of weeks ago, because most of the Dutch people read or write English sufficient, understand English sufficient to be able to read it as well. So I don't need to translate it or to send two separate emails. But of course, if you're not from America or England or other English-speaking countries, you can do like two separate emails if you like. All right, so that's how that works. So you can fully automate it if you like. Okay? Automate an email. So it's like a welcome new subscribers. I actually just use this one. So let's say you want to subscribe, you go to my website, you fill this in, you fill your email in, and then as soon as you click subscribes, automatically I don't need to do anything for that. Automatically you get a text of me welcoming you, giving you the link to my free short story, of course, which I highly recommend if you like free stuff and good short stories. feel free to subscribe yourself, of course. But it's all completely automated. And then just once a month, I'll send out the normal newsletter email that I just show you guys. So that's just how I use MailChimp. And you can do far more things than this. It's just the basic. Now, what you can see here is the amount of contacts I have between, I think this was last week, new subscribers. This is just through my pop-up form. And here you see something else, story origin. Like I started with this a couple of weeks ago, and this is really good site. It's free for now, but I think eventually you need to pay for it. But let me show you how that works. Because if you just started out, this is actually a very good way to get some new subscribers. So this story origin. So this I already created an account. So what you see here is just my account. But you can use story origin to make like reader magnets. And reading magnets is basically the things that you can put in the front or the back of your book, for instance. So in the back of my book, I have a reading magnet for syndrome, so they can read the first couple of chapters. But if you want to read that, so if you open that link, so let's say you are in my you download my book, Eden, and you read it, and at the end you'll see a link from, hey, if you want to already read the first couple of chapters of my new book, Syndrome, just click here, and if they click, then they'll go to this page. And here again, you see the cover, you already see the blurb, and you can get the book. And if you want to get the book, you should they need to enter their email list as well, so that way they also subscribe to your email list. So that's how I've worked with that. You also can use Story Origin to make some group promos. So if you want to have, can I show you that? There we go. So this is actually a group promo that I added. Can I show you that? Preview. There we go. I was looking for that. All right. So these are the books in that list, basically. So every author applies for that list, and you're just helping each other out. Here's just 3, but I have another one with like 8 or 9 books in it. And the author of this book will put this link in his newsletter. I put it in mine, etc., etc. So you help each other out, giving your readers free ebooks or free previews or whatever. You can do the same thing with ARCs, so advanced reader copies. So that way it basically is a cross promotion. So really works very well for me so far, and just starting out. So go to storyoriginapp.com to get all the information. There's a lot of tutorials as well, explaining everything step by step how it works. So it's a very good site. Okay, so next up, I'm gonna talk a bit about building a launch team, and I'll write reviews. Right, so next up is reviews. This is one of the hardest things to achieve. It's a little bit of chicken and the egg kind of situation. You want a lot of reviews to push your book out and to make sure that a lot of people see your book. But to be able to people see your book, you need a lot of reviews. So it's a little bit of a hard situation. A couple of things I already talked about. The first steps to actually get some reviews is basically your front and back matter in your book. So make sure you have a call to action in the front and in the back of your book, asking them to leave a review. So that's number 1. Of course, your email list is very important, because if you have an email list and a lot of subscribers, you can ask them to buy the book and leave a review. So that's a very good tool. Another thing you can do is send out ARCs, so advanced reader copies, a couple of weeks before, even months before your book is actually going to be being published. You can send out some ARCs, and let me just show you how I do that quite recently, because I changed the way that I do that. So actually use Story Origin again. If you don't know that, I'm a fan of Story Origin. So so you can use Story Origin as well to do the review copy. So I have a review copy right here about Eden. So let me scroll that down a little bit. There we go. So this is my review copy about Eden, for Eden. So there we go. Let's open it. So it's basically a landing page. I terminate it right now because my book is going to be live next week. And otherwise, I got some problems with Amazon, of course, because I want to use the KDP Select, and to be able to be enrolled in the KDP Select, and I'll be Amazon must be the only one who has access to your book. So I canceled it right now. But before your book's online, you actually can use this. So you can basically use this link right here to your social media or book sites or whatever, or your email list, to ask them to go to this landing page and get a free copy of your book in exchange for a review. And a good thing about Story Origin is if they ask, do a request of the review copy, they need to fill in a form. And what it basically does is that when you press publish and you put that link inside of the back matter of this site, basically, Story Origin will make sure that they get everybody who requested a review copy will get a couple of emails asking them from, hey, you downloaded the book, did you like it so far, and would you like to leave a review with a nice link. So basically, you don't need to do that by yourself. Story Origin will take care of that all. So that's another good thing about that. So that's what I use for ARCs. And yeah, for the rest, you can just use Facebook groups, for instance, or other social media, asking people to download your book, and of course, and getting reviews that way. And the best way of getting reviews is just the natural way. Make sure you have a good cover, good book, because if that's not good, then the reviews won't come. So that's the most important thing what I learned so far. All right, now what's another way to promote yourself, promote your book? Of course, you can use the ads, so like the Facebook ads or the Amazon ads. They say it's not the best way to go if you just have one book. You can already sign in and be acquainted a little bit with how the program of Facebook ads and Amazon ads work. So that's what I'm intend to do as well. But it seems to be really effective, or more effective, when you have a couple of more books out. Another way of reaching more readers is promotion sites. You have some free ones, you have some paid ones. Actually have a list right here. Can I just show you a little bit down? There we go. So free book promo sites with a lot of different sizes you can use. Some you have to pay more than others. Other ones is free. You can find a lot of these sites in online, like on Kinderpreneur has a complete list as well. So you just need to figure out which one suits you the best. Some are more for fiction, other ones is more for non-fiction. For some of the sites, you need to have at least 5 to 10 or even 20 reviews before you can use them. So that's also, if you don't have reviews, you want to use them to get more reviews and to get more buyers and more readers. But yeah, and the other way around as well. So it's a little bit chicken and egg story again. But as long as you have a couple of reviews, you can set it up. And there are a few promotion sites where you don't need any reviews to start with. So you can, if you don't have any reviews at all, you can at least start with them as well. All right, guys. So in this video, we talked a little bit about getting reviews, some promotion sites, how to make some promotion for your book, and how to build an email list, mainly through Story Origin, because that's what I used. The next video, we're going to talk about actually launching. I'm actually going to launch my book. I'm going to take you through that process. So now we learned everything that we needed to learn to at least start out with. And let's see how that does for me. Maybe I have made some mistakes along the way. I'm probably gonna make a couple of more mistakes along the way, but I want to take you through that process. So it's going to be the next video in this series, probably the final video. If you like what you see, remember to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment on the section below. See you next time.